Hey, this is Will Holmes, Chairman of the Board of the Baltimore City Chamber of Commerce. I'm here with Ms. Cherie Jones. She's the CEO of Legacy Team Associates. Ms. Jones, how are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing today, Will?
I feel great. It is a good day. I'm just thankful to be here, and I'm super excited to talk to you. Anytime one of our chamber members is looking to expand or looking to reach more customers, obviously chamber does all we can to support that. But after talking with you a lot over the last few months, I think that you have something incredible that people need to hear about. And so I'm really excited and proud really to have this opportunity to talk to you. I think it's a great opportunity for business owners in the area. So I'm not going to read your bio because that is long and extensive and exciting. I'm sure people would probably want to hear me read that, but instead I'm going to ask if you could just tell us a little bit about you and what you do and why you got into helping people the way that you do.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, first of all, for the time. I know that there's a lot of folks that you could talk to, so I definitely appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. So really, Will, I developed and founded Legacy Team Associates a few years ago, back in 2017. And frankly, to be honest, I was sick of being devalued in corporate America. I don't know how many people have had this same experience, but I was in healthcare sales and consulting for over 20 years. And because of that, I had a lot of experiences with different bosses and things like that just devalue what I brought to the table. Knowing the type of relationships that I'm able to build and secure and build those long-term relationships that I could still go back to today and say, hey, here's what I'm doing now. I knew that it was time for me to do something for myself and frankly, be able to create a legacy for my family. And that's the reason why I named the business Legacy Team Associates. So I've got two children. One is 19 and one is 10, and he has special needs. And I want to be able to provide him with options when he gets of age, and then also be able to leave a legacy behind as well as positively impact my community. So that's the reason why I developed Legacy Team Associates. That's my why. And I want to share with you, just a little bit about some of the services that we provide, if that's okay.
No, I think that would be absolutely amazing. I'm always excited to hear why people get into business. And so I get it. I've been in business 16 years, so I totally understand. And I think people really need what you have to offer. So I'm gonna be quiet and let you just talk a little bit about what your team does and the real value that you bring to the community, okay?
Wonderful, wonderful. So Legacy Team Associates, we are the premier resource partner for business owners or real estate investors who are looking to not only achieve their goals, but to also be able to create a legacy for their families. And we do this in several different areas. So first and foremost, we know that COVID-19 hit a lot of businesses hard as it relates to revenue. So I am a certified business coach where I can, if a business owner gives me 45 minutes, then I can help any business in any industry to uncover a minimum of $50,000 in additional revenue without them spending an extra dime in marketing or advertising. And I do this with a proprietary software that has over 497 million different algorithms in it and sequences. So it's all based on small businesses. So revenue from 0 to 7 million, I can help. All you need to do is book an appointment with me there. So that's first and foremost, just trying to increase the revenue, thereby increase the profits, because I have seen over the course of COVID-19 where folks were coming to me for financing that couldn't quite qualify because their numbers were down in other scenarios. So secondly, we have a comprehensive business credit program. So some people don't realize as a business, you've got to have good personal credit, but then you also want to establish good business credit as well so that you can have an overall profile that's fundable and be able to utilize your EIN to get funding. And so we have a program that can help you after 4 to 6 months be able to get a revolving line of credit up to $450,000. So this is key, especially now, with so many people who've struggled through COVID. The benefit of this, as opposed to a loan, is you only pay for what you use. And so you don't have to worry about taking out a big loan, putting it in the bank, and then paying on that immediately. So if something comes up that you need, payroll, you need to cover payroll, if you got a special marketing program, whatever you need, then you can pull that money out of the line of credit and then put that back. And it's revolving, so you can continue to utilize that as needed. So very key in that regard. So thirdly, we do offer financing. So we do both alternative financing and both traditional financing. And so that ranges from $10,000 all the way up to 500 million and anywhere in between. So whether you're looking for startup capital, whether you're looking for working capital, equipment financing, property acquisition, all the way up to SBA financing 7A. So we can do all of it. It just really depends. Again, we'd like to see what your scenario is, what you're looking like, and then we can figure out what's going to be the best path to get you to where you want to be. I want to just give you an example of a client who came to me. Now, he had been in business for about a year and 9 months. The name of his business was. So he didn't qualify for SBA financing, and he was down and out, not knowing what he could do. Based on the fact that he had significant revenues, we were able to get him a what we call a merchant cash advance. Now, if you think about a personal loan, this is the equivalent of a what they call those a payday loan. So it's not the prime type of loan that you would want to get if you're in good position to be fundable. But he was in a position where he either needed this funding or he was going to have to close his doors. So first we got him the merchant cash advance based on his revenues, and then he signed on with me to actually do the business credit comprehensive program. And now we have actually finished that program. So he got the loan, and then he did that for 6 months. He's improving his profile, working with me, and then now he's ready. And actually, he just got approved for a loan amount of $300,000 for the line of credit. So one of those situations where you may not be in prime position when you come to me, but once we kind of take a look at your profile and do the things that's necessary to improve and make your profile fundable, then the possibilities are there. So don't get discouraged out there, business owners. And so that's the financing piece. We also have exit strategies that include business broker services. So if you wanted to either buy or sell a business, I know a lot of folks have just gotten to the point now where, COVID-19 hit them hard and they're like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and retire. I want to sell my business, but I really don't know what to do. So I partner and a registered broker with a business called Vested Business Brokers based out of New York. Been in business for 20 years, have sold over 3,000 businesses across the country. So the largest privately owned business brokerage across in the nation. And we do it the best because we know how important confidentiality is. We only have registered buyers, so we don't entertain tire kickers. So if you're a seller, you want to make sure that your employees, your vendors, and those type of folks don't know you're selling until the time is right. So we find you qualified buyers. We make sure that we set up the meeting and that sort of thing. And if they're registered buyers, and they have to sign an NDA to make sure that they can even get your business address. And from there, we start the process. If they're interested, they have to sign a letter of intent, and they have to put a $5,000 good faith estimate down. So we only entertain very qualified buyers that are ready to buy. So we're not going to waste your time as a business owner saying, hey, we've got this buyer and we don't know if they're qualified or not. So that's something that definitely sets us apart from everyone else. And also our business site, which is bestedbusinessbrokers.com, bestedbb.com, actually has over 80,000 hits per day. And then we also have over 206,000 registered buyers in our database. So chances are, if you want to sell your business, come with us and we can definitely get that done. Or if you want to buy a business, then we can make sure we get you qualified and share with you all of the wonderful business opportunities that are out there. And so finally, we have some ancillary services as well. So basically that includes cybersecurity plans. We know how there's been so many breaches across the country these days. So even as a small business, you have to protect yourself. And I'll give you an example. I've got a client that I'm working with now who actually does e-commerce. And we were working on some things trying to fix her site. Well, yesterday we went to get on her site and it's been attacked by malware. So she didn't have the proper security. It's been attacked by malware. Now her site is down, and we need to make sure that she goes through the proper steps to get that protected. So we want to be able to provide protection for small businesses. Those who before maybe thought they never had to think about it, it's very important, not only for larger businesses, but also small businesses as well. We can also provide small business legal plans, group employee benefits to help with employee retention, and even free payment options that can actually allow your customers to pay up to $20,000 with no credit check. So depending on what type of business you're in, sometimes you want to be able to have your clients to break up the payments. Sometimes they just can't afford to, or, maybe their credit is in a bad position because maybe they started a business. We know, when you start, sometimes if you don't have that family member that says, hey, here's $100,000 to start your business, you're doing everything and you're bootstrapping that. And sometimes your credit takes a hit. So you can interview that client, see if it's someone that you want to extend these types of terms to, and be able to do that free of charge. And so we can definitely help with that. So I would say, Will, we offer a breadth of services, like I said, the premier resource partner for small businesses that are out there who want to, again, not only reach their goals, but create a legacy for their families. The most important thing is being able to secure a free consultation, because that's when we'll do an in-depth questionnaire just to kind of get a feel for what you need as a business owner. And then we're able to point you in the right direction with our services, or even one of our service partners, to get you where you need. And that's really what we offer at this juncture.
Sounds like you have a very well thought out plan. And it sounds like, and when I say that, I mean, it sounds like you understand what business owners need in order
Yes.
to grow. And we all come to a place, if we're in business long enough, where we need access to capital.
Yes.
There's no two ways about it. If you're going to take on bigger clients, you're going to do government work, if you're going to deal with agencies that pay you 30, 60, 90 days, and you can still cover your team.
Yes.
If you need more equipment because you have an opportunity, you need access to capital. So
absolutely.
I think that what you have, the solution that you're offering, is definitely needed. It's timely. And I think that, I know the chamber members could definitely use it. And I think anyone who's watching this video could probably use it as well. How do people get in touch with you if they're trying to reach out and schedule that free consultation?
Okay, well, I'm going to leave behind a one-pager with you. And basically what I'll do is I'll just share my screen real quick just to show you what that looks like. And here is the information. So basically, you can sign up for a free 30-minute consultation at my website, which is www.yourlegacy.team. You can email me at cheriejones@yourlegacy.team. And then also you can follow us on Facebook at Legacy Team Associates, YouTube at Legacy Team Associates, as well as Instagram at Legacy Team Associates. So what I would recommend is, the most important thing is signing up for that free consultation, because again, we can dig into what's most important for you as a business owner, because each person and each business is unique. But we can get a feel for what it is that you need, and then be able to provide you with the resources in order to get that done. Because, again, Cherie Jones with Legacy Team Associates, we are your legacy building dream team.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, how about this? Give us some final words to close this out, as far as so if there's a business owner who's listening to this and they're at a place where they know they need capital, they've been turned down maybe other places, what advice do you have for them?
Well, the advice that I have is just like the client that I helped that thought he was in dire straits because he couldn't get his SBA financing. Come to us. There's, definitely a great chance that we can help you. Again, the terms may not be the most favorable when you start out with us, but we can walk you through the process and build your profile so that you be in prime position to actually get the financing, or the monies that you need. We know that 50% of businesses fail within 5 years because of a lack of access to capital, and we want to change that. I know how difficult it was for me starting out, because I did everything on my own, let your credit go and all those things. But eventually you can grow, and we each need to help each other. And again, that's the reason why I started this business, to help other business owners that are just like me, who want to make an impact on their community, who want to create that legacy for their families, but may not necessarily have all of the resources. And we want to be your resource partner.
Fantastic. Ms. Jones, thank you so much for talking to me today. I think what you have is something incredible, a great solution. And I think that a lot of business owners either need now or they're going to need in the future. So I'm so excited we got to talk today. And if there's anything that we could do at the chamber to support you and connect you to even more business owners who could use this, obviously let me know. We're going to be pushing this out in our weekly messages and on our website, so folks can have access to this and so they can contact you. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. Will, you have a fantastic day. Okay.
All right. You do the same. Thank you so much. And so once again, this is Will Holmes on behalf of the actually over 400 members of the Baltimore City Chamber of Commerce. We want to thank you for watching today. And Ms. Jones, thank you so much. We appreciate you for all you're doing in the community and the services you're providing business owners like me and like the members of the chamber. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
All right, take care. Wonderful working with you.